Days I've been hearing a lot about this morning show. It's called DPMO Morning Show, and shout out to them. I've seen a few clips. I've shared it on my timeline. I really like it. It's two brothers and a sister, and it seems like they're just talking about the issues of the day. Good commentary. Like I said, it's real mature. I like it. I like what I've seen from it. Okay, but one of the brothers on there by the name of 2K, and I've been recently heard of him. This brother has worked with Anton Daniels in the past, like on the stream and things like that, right? And I don't really stream a lot anymore, maybe like once or twice a year. So some of these people are new to me because I'm pretty much in the pre-recorded game. But anyways, Jazz Noel is somebody that also participates in the streaming community, okay? Now, this is what is important because if you can remember, Jazz Noel exposed Anton Daniels for this.
But I'll keep it a buck. You know what? I'll keep it a buck with y'all. Anton definitely asked me to come to Detroit before. He definitely DM'd me on that one day. And mind you, this was several shows after I had been on his panel, right? And when he asked me, when you come into the D, I said, for what? What's in Detroit? And he said, you'll just have to trust me.
So that is exactly what she said. Now, they talked about it on the morning show a few days ago where, they were saying that, listen, this is something that she's bringing out. Should she be bringing this out and everything like this? And the brother 2K, he says this.
Have y'all ever watched the Monday show? Literally every girl that come on the show that's halfway attractive, Anton try to fly them out. In fact, it's so much. I put this sound effect on my soundboard for when I'm on Anton's show and he try to fly a female out. That's how much he done it. It was just like a running joke on the show at that point. What is we talking about?
Anton is known for asking the fly chicks out all the time. Anybody that looks attractive, he's been doing this. So he doesn't disagree with the commentary that she's making. In fact, he said he's even made a sound effect about it. He even played the sound effect, which I thought was interesting. Then the sister on the show asked a very interesting question.
So wait a minute. I thought Anton was married.
His wife booked the flights.
Yeah. No cap.
Okay.
That boy pushing P.
So not only does he respond,
Bro, his wife does not respect herself, bro. Telling y'all, man. She doesn't care. For whatever reason that is, I don't know. I can only assume it's because he got the money. She don't gotta work. She likes him. She's delusional. They got a kid together.
he's saying, listen, Anton's wife is in on it too. But then he decides to give a reason as to why she's doing it.
Let's start calling a spade, bro. What's Jazz page name? And before
Jazz Noel 07.
Jazz Noel.
And Jazz my girl. Okay, Jazz Noel.
Yeah, I love me some Jazz.
Jazz my girl.
I'm like, huh?
But I guarantee you, before I even look on her page, the video where she talk about Anton is her highest view video.
Yeah, I guarantee it is.
So 2K says, listen, and he says respectively, I love Jazz, and it seems that all of them like Jazz, right? But one brother, he didn't even really want to talk about her, but he's saying, listen, she is doing this for clout because she is looking for views. Then they start to talk about other related creators.
Y'all have to understand, cause if I was only getting 400 views here, and now I talked about Anton, I got 1,000. Okay, and then I tried to talk about something else, and it went back to 500. But let me talk about this again. Let me go ahead and get that payday. And we'd have had Freeze on the show, but nobody
Oh yeah, what's up about Freezy? What you think about Free? Cause he was on the show.
What's that nigga?
Shout out to
Freezing no cap.
No captivity.
No captivity.
He riding it.
Of course,
Anton
I
wave
mean
right now.
that's what you got to do at this point. You got to catch the wave, and then you just got to ride it out. Anton 19,000. Anton 19,000.
He wasn't getting them numbers before.
I'll for show it to you.
So shout out to
So what, my nigga? That's the game, bro. That's the game. You gotta grow some type of way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if he tried to fly her out, she wasn't going. I mean, then she got the right to speak on it, don't she? I mean, shit.
No captivity with Freezy. He was also mentioned as,
You doing the same thing. You on the same topic, nigga. You on the same topic.
These people are also doing this for clout or doing this for views. And I would say
O'Shea doing the same shit. He on the same topic. I'm doing the same shit. I'm on the topic. Y'all actually benefit more from it though than I do though, cause y'all was actually tapped in with Anton and whatnot, so shit, run that up.
I would say it like this. Of course, when we mention Anton or mention something about anybody, there's no video on YouTube that you post that you're not trying to get views
Exactly.
on. Okay? Every content creator is trying to get views or make a video that, number one, that somebody is interested in or somebody wants to watch. We all make those sorts of videos. Here is the problem. The problem is that it's the behavior of Anton Daniels as a so-called Christian and a married man to a woman underneath the Christian faith. Okay. Now, if he wants to accuse her of making the video for clout, of course, he's not wrong.
Well, the thing is I don't give a fuck about these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I log off. I don't care about these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I ain't thinking about what they got going on and he cheating on his wife or his wife this, his wife that, and him and Mika this and Mika that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping off that. The problem though, what it is when it comes to this content shit though, is like you said, yeah, he Christian, he married, but they're also lying about it as if we don't know that they doing something behind the scenes. So they are publicly denying it, and we don't find that to be true. So that's the talking point.
He says that. The problem
and that he's married,
if Anton says
and
that
also that Mika is married,
he's a Christian, and we have gotten word of certain strategies, whereas I'm not going to deal with them unless I'm clapping, or I'm always with a bad chick but with me, or I can do things that I want with my wife, and then
but you also got to think about this as well. They are coming out and doing interviews speaking on the topic themselves and making it worse for themselves with Sparks video after video after video after video. You know what I'm saying?
You're professing that you are a Christian and that you're a family guy and you're operating in false ideologies, and that's more important to me than somebody doing the video for views, because nobody benefits from the viewership and monetization of YouTube than Anton. A lot of stuff that Anton does for clout, for people to talk about him, people will sign up to his Bag Chasers platform. So ultimately, he is the one that gets the most out of this. The people talking about him is, even if we make, let's say, $20,000 in a month talking about Anton, he gonna make a lot more. The reason why he's gonna make a lot more is because of what? I'm gonna tell you. He's gonna make a lot more because he's still in the algorithm. People searching his name, okay? And then some of
these videos help that nigga.
Those people are gonna be converted into fans, which they're gonna go to the Patreon, which they're gonna get consultations from him. They're gonna get all of this from him and all of that. And this is something that's the biggest problem. Okay? Which is, if he's married, he don't have no business telling a lady, let me fly you out to Detroit, okay? And then what's gonna happen during the fly out? Well, don't worry about it. You'll find out. If you have an intention to fly the lady out, what is your intention? Is your intention to collaborate? Is your intention to pay her? Is your intention to do something? Well, you're not being clear as to what the intention is. So the inference is you want to sleep with her.
Right.
Okay?
So
you're using the platform that you have created, and it doesn't matter if your wife is in on it. In fact, if your wife is in on it, then that makes your wife a culprit, and that's sick. If your wife is booking the tickets and you're being passive aggressive to those women coming up there, and you're not
Right, it'd be way different if niggas was single though. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't even be a topic of discussion. Maybe with how freaky niggas is and they trying to holler at everybody. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it wouldn't be this big of a deal.
telling them, look, I want to clap. This the reason why I'm doing it. At least I have more respect for being direct, but you're not being direct. But then you come on here and then you tell the world that you love Jesus and that you're modeling God and that you're modeling Christ. So which one is it? Are you modeling the cheeks because you change so much every day? You tell one lie, another lie the next? Or which one is it? Because the lady comes out and talks about it later, then and she has the biggest views talking about him, I think that's an argument that is not really substantiated. She would not have that reason to talk about him if he did not message her. It would be different if she messaged him. And I say it's respectful to the brother 2K because he made some points. But she did not ask Anton to message her. She did not solicit Anton. These women are not soliciting him. He is soliciting these women. But at the same time, he is the same person that has negative commentary towards people in the black community, talking about we don't have any heroes, we don't have any leadership, the black community don't have any discipline. Then we have a man and his wife who is booking the tickets, trying to get women out there to Detroit for whatever reason that we don't know. And your intention is not to be with those women long term. Your intention is not to marry those women because you're a Christian, so you can only have one wife. So are you going to go with the polygamy route? Are you going to take care of her? Or do you want her come out there so you can crack? And if you're talking about doing that, then now you're committing adultery. You're a married person committing a sin. I don't think she's married. She's unmarried. Or then it falls into some level of fornication, which is against the Bible. So basically all of that ends up being that it's his fault. Even if she is mentioning that to get clicks or views, that would not be the case. And if you don't want people to be talking about you, then you can't be making hella mistakes. And let me tell you this, I've been on the platform for a very long time. I have specifically kept women off my platform for the most part. I have. Like, not using my platform to clap, it's hard not to do that, trust me. It is very difficult to not use your platform. Women be messaging. Most men don't get a whole bunch of women just in life, right? So if you're a brother, you come on here and then basically what happens is you get to this point. Let's say, for example, you start to get on to YouTube and you start having some level of success, okay? You're going to get women that will let you do some things that normally you couldn't get done. We're going to be honest.
That's right, brother dude?
You're going to be able to start, for the most part, having some opportunities. And those opportunities will include some level of clapping. We're going to just be honest, okay? The problem is that if you are letting everybody know that I'm a platform and I'm all about clapping, but if you're a platform and you mention Jesus Christ, you mention our Lord and Savior, and he's done this for me and I'm following him, but on the backside, you're trying to clap cheeks. Okay, now you create the opportunity for somebody to have a problem with you. Are you trying to clap or not? No, I'm okay. So now you're lying. Now you're lying. Now you're not telling the truth. So then why are you not telling the truth? If it's not like that, if it's about the clapping, let it be about the clapping, and then stay out these women inboxes. And if you're going to clap, why don't you just do what everybody else do? Go to the club. Okay. Go to the club, go holler, then clap cheeks off the platform. That way you're not getting exposed for it. But when you don't, you get exposed. So guys, what do you think it's your boy Usher D Jackson?
I don't trust clubs. I don't trust no bitch in the club, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Last time I went to a club, went to a little bar. Was it a bar or a club? I don't know. It's like in between. It's like both. Anyways, shorty, I'm in that bitch for me and the homie in that bitch for like 5 minutes. Not even that. Bitch walk up on me and grab my chin like this. Bitch walked up and grabbed my chin, looked me in the eye, talking about you so fine, this, that, and the third. What's your name? Bitch was drunk than a motherfucker. And she was with a group of shorties. And my partner like, God damn, my nigga, she chose up like a motherfucker. Got the friends right there. And then he noticed that they was like trying their hardest to like come stand around me or whatever. He was like, oh, they look, man, you better holler at that, man. You better get on that. See what they talk about. They trying their hardest to stand next to you. I'm like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, nigga, what? I don't give a fuck about these hoes, they hoes. Anyways, come to find out, after a couple seconds go by, a couple minutes go by, right? This bitch is over here shaking ass. She grabbing other niggas' chins, doing all type of shit with other niggas too. So I ain't the only nigga she done that shit with. You know what I'm saying? One thing I learned recently, it's not always true because, you know, I done had a relationship where shorty done walked down on me. You know what I'm saying? And whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Made the first move, flirted first or whatever. Gave them choosing signals type shit. You know, but one thing I learned recently, because the last two that hit me back to back first, them shits went nowhere. One of them was in a whole relationship. And the other one wanted to use a nigga for some money. Living with a mama, but trying to find a man that can take care of her. You ain't even taking care of yourself. These priorities, what are these priorities? You know what I'm saying? It's tragic. Anyways, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you don't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at y'all on the next one, and I'm gone. TY Pit 9.